So, like I said before, guys, moving forward means letting go, right, of what's comfortable and familiar, and those places and spaces. You want to move forward with that, you have to let it go, right? And some people will not be willing to do that because they want to rest in what's familiar, and they want to rest in what's comfortable, and anything that's making them uncomfortable, they don't want to step out. But that's where the blessing is. And one thing about the good Lord, He doesn't force Himself on nobody. He doesn't force anything upon us. These are choices that we have to make. He will lead and guide us and walk with us along the way. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours. So if you choose to stay comfortable, if you choose to stay in, if you choose to stay amongst those things that are familiar to you, you cannot complain about your situation or your circumstance because you chose to stay there, right? So we have to keep that in mind. You can't blame God because you're being stagnant, or you can't blame God for your stagnation. You can't blame God because your situation is not changing. You cannot blame God because you're not where you want to be or should be, or you have all this ton of regret or whatever it is that you may be carrying on. He is opening the door for you. He has opened the door for you. So only you can stop you or prevent you from going through the door. He has put a great new chapter in front of you that's going to be a great blessing, and you will be a great blessing. I know I keep saying this, guys, but this is in my spirit. He is opening up this next chapter for you. And if you choose to want to stay stagnant, you will miss out on it. You will miss out on it due to you wanting to be comfortable. And let me say another thing, and this is not to be selfish or inconsiderate toward anybody's situation, family, or nothing. This move is for you. This move is about you, and this move is for you. Okay? You can't expect everyone, like I said before, to understand what's happening, to understand the decisions that you're getting ready to make, or the choices that you're getting ready to make. And these choices and these decisions are not based on other people's approval of if you should do it, if you shouldn't do it, you should do this instead, you should take this route, why are you doing this, why are you doing that. That is not, please do not let that deter you from where you need to be and what you know to do and what you're getting ready to walk into. Okay, so be encouraged and just keep this in mind. Your time is now. The time is now. It's your time. It is your season. The Lord has heard your cries. He has heard your prayers. He knows the desires that are in your heart. He knows what you want. He knows what you're trying to do. He's seen the sacrifice. He sees and knows your heart. So now it's time for you to walk in this awesome blessing. The enemy tries to convince us that our best days are behind us and that it's too late and that we should have did it then, or you can't do it now, and all of these things, right? But Jesus has a track record for new life. He has a track record for giving new life. Come on, Abraham, right? So in Genesis, right, God told Abraham to leave his country and to go to a land that he would show him. God promised to make Abraham's name great, and Abraham obeyed and allowed God to lead the way. Abraham was blessed abundantly, but Abraham and his wife Sarah did not have children. Now it seemed like Abraham and his wife Sarah were too old to have kids, but God promised to give Abraham a son, and he did just that despite his age. Also, allowing him to become the father of many nations. So as you can see, our obedience means everything. Our faith means everything. We have to trust God with all of our heart, everything we have. Because as you can see with Abraham, who's a match for God? Who was going to stop God from blessing and allowing Abraham to experience those very things that he wanted to experience and share in with his wife regarding a child? Who can stand up against God. God has the final say. He has the first say, the middle say, and the last say. God is the author and finisher of our faith, right? He is the Alpha and Omega. It starts with him, it's going to end with him, and it's nothing that no one can do about it. Anyhow, I'm going to end on this. There are things and people that are assigned to our lives. There are territories that God has created for us to walk into. There are people that God created us to reach. So keep that in mind as you walk into the bountiful blessings that the Lord has unlocked upon your life. And be so grateful and give his name all the glory, because you are getting ready to walk into one of the best, beautiful seasons of your life. God bless, guys.